Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. This week, you're in for a real treat. My friend, Hiram Santisteban, a lot of people call him Hiram Santisteban. He was the Beachbody Transformation winner at Summit this year. The guy was 432 pounds at one time in his life. Now he's down to 194. He's gonna share his story here. Got a little interview with him. So without further ado, let's kick it over. Hey, I am here with Hiram Santisteban. Well, I'm not here with him. I happen to be over in Boise, and he is down in Southern Cal. But this guy has an amazing transformation story, and he's a rock star coach. But his transformation story is just incredible, and just where he's gone and what he's been doing. I'm gonna let Hiram share with us what it was and how Beachbody's really transformed his life. Hiram, welcome to Power Blast Podcast, and hey, how are you?
Well, first of all, Perry, thank you so much for inviting me. I really, really appreciate this. It's an honor, to be here in your podcast. And I guess, like every story starts at that moment of crisis, because I think that's what sort of tends to happen to people. They reach that moment of like, oh my God, if I don't change, something's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And for me, as I was at a park, and I was 432 pounds at a park, and I saw this gentleman playing with his children. And one day my goal was to, become a father. And then I realized when my doctor says, hey, kiddo, you're not going to live, ever, if you continue, you're going to live any longer if you continue on the route that you are today. And that was, like a kick in the chest type of things. But it didn't really bother me when the doctor said that. What really bothered me was when I was at the park and I saw that this overweight gentleman trying to play with his kids and trying to catch up to his kids, and he couldn't. That was what did it for me. Wow. Now, mind you, I was on my way to grad school, was working on my doctorate. I finished my second master's, and I was in the between of getting my doctorate. And so my main focus was education, not really my health. And then it became to a point where in Puerto Rico, we have a saying, we ask permission of the left leg to move the right one. And it became to that point where I was struggling in so many ways, pre-diabetic. I was blood pressure was going up, cholesterol was through the roof, had problems with sleeping, had problems with so many things. And so it was time for a change. And I decided to become my own doctor. I researched and I found the best tools that I can possibly find out there. And here was Beachbody. Here was Beachbody with Shakeology, here Beachbody with Insanity. And when I started very slow, walking, baby steps, following nutritional guidelines, and like a crazy madman. I'm an insane guy because I was gung-ho with education and figured Insanity will do it too.
Oh, geez. So, now, what weight were you at when you were deciding on Insanity? I'm just curious.
I think it was around 300, 318, 318.
Okay.
About on that range.
But you weighed more than that at that time.
Before. Oh yeah, way more. I was 432. 432. So yeah. So it was, it was the process of everything. And so, when I literally started it all, I was 432. So it was baby steps, walking and nutrition. And then finally, when I said, you know what, screw it. And when I started, I was literally 5 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day with Insanity. That's what I could do. There were some days that I couldn't do anything. Mm-hmm. There were some days that I just pushed. And then Insanity came about. Then P90X came about. And then all these things started to come around. And then Shakeology. And then the weight just, completely just continued to come off. But one of the most amazing things that I decided to do, because I am a researcher, I studied how to, focus on excess skin. So I wanted to be one of those people that they get to the weight and they still look, okay, and then there's no need for surgeries on excess skin and all those things. And so Beachbody with what's a key ingredient into that, especially Shakeology, because it's helped me so much with my skin and all the other things that I was doing. And so, of course, nutrition. But what amazes me about all of this is that this is the first time that I have seen, because I have tried every single diet there is. I mean, you name it, I did it.
Really?
Believe me. I did it. And so what I love about Beachbody is the fact that there's a perfect science behind all of this. You have the workouts, which is the fitness.
Hmm.
You have the nutrition, which is the Shakeology and the meal plans, and then you have one thing that everybody else is missing: the maintenance, that support, that accountability, those challenge groups, the one-on-one coaching. That is the number one thing that's missing for everything else that I've seen, for every single diet that I have tried.
Wow.
And I'm talking not just for the short term, because the problem is that in the industry we talk about diets versus Beachbody preaches a lifestyle, which is a complete different thing, because diets are temporary, lifestyles is forever.
Hmm.
And that is the number one thing that attracted me to Beachbody. And then once I, got to my weight, and I feel healthy and I feel great, then all these amazing things started happening. My story all of a sudden gets published in the Huffington Post.
That was awesome.
Then Beachbody sees it, and they give me $1,000 for looking this good. I don't blame them.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's worth
I mean,
more.
come on,
Only 1,000. Come on now.
come on. And then all of a sudden there is this this quarterly award that I had no idea about, and that the community voted for me, and I got $5,000. And then I got invited to Los Angeles for an all expense paid trip for all my meals, and to enjoy the corporate. I got to go to Universal Studios.
Oh
I
wow.
mean,
What was
I
that
met.
like?
Oh my God, what was that? That was amazing. You know what? I mean, now I understand how celebrities feel like. I get it, because that's exactly how we felt. I mean, the treatment was unbelievable. You arrive, everybody knows you. You don't know anybody, but
Hmm.
everybody knows you by name. I mean, it's sort of, I almost felt like people were stalking me, like in a sense, because they knew so much about me. And I guess through my Facebook, through my story. But the most amazing thing is, like, they were genuinely interested in you and what you have to say and
Uh-huh.
what you learn and your changes. And so the treatment was unbelievable. By the way, did you know there's a kitchen full of Shakeology in Beachbody?
I've been in. I went there for P90X certification, and I
Yeah.
snuck in. I made some of my own blend. Grabbed some E&E. Yeah, it's so cool.
They got 6 kitchens by my count. 6. All of
Oh
them
my
have
god!
Shakeology.
I think I only saw like 2 or 3, but yeah, go in and blend yourself up a Shakeology whenever you need.
I'm not gonna lie, I double scooped. I mean, I put 2 of those bad boys in there. It was awesome. And then, other than that, then they tell you, you're gonna stay in this beautiful hotel. It's gonna be paid for. Your parking is ridiculous. But I mean, all the little details was just unbelievable. The restaurants and all the places that I went to, they sent me to a theme park with all expenses paid. I mean, it was just amazing. And then on Monday, you get the royal treatment, you get a tour, you get interview, you get photos, and everybody's like, "Hi, Hiram," and I'm just like, "Okay, who are you?" I mean, it's just amazing. But going back a little bit, there's one thing that I need to share, is the fact that my grandfather, before he passed away, and I share this in Summit, because in Summit as well, oh my God, forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
I won the Transformation Award, which is insanity. And so Shanti and
Celine.
Shalene,
Yep.
uh, Shalene Johnson was looking around like, where is he? And I'm just like, I don't know if that me, even though the name in my photo is on stage, I had no idea. So as I'm walking towards the stage, I literally froze. And mind you, I have a lot of experience doing public speaking in Spanish in front of thousands of people, so I never had an issue with it. But I literally froze. And I think more than anything is because I hadn't, I was just so moved, and I had nothing to say. But one thing that came across and sort of re gave me this fire, and it sort of gave me this conviction again, and it sort of made me feel like I'm doing the right thing, because I had this picture that came across of my grandfather. May he rest in peace. When my grandfather was a schizophrenic, and he suffered as a consequence of it, of multiple personalities.
Hmm.
And sometimes he will have, I mean, moments of scare, very scary moments. But one day he grabs my hand, and he has a moment of clarity, and he's on his deathbed, because it was sort of the last days. And he said, "Son," I'm going to translate in everything English. "Son, I want you to do something for me. I want you to find what you're really good at. Then I want you to master it, and then simply just give it away." I never understood what that meant until that moment when I was on stage. Um, and it really, really gave me this fire, that I knew that becoming a Beachbody coach was the right track. I'm always giving away my knowledge in education. I'm always giving my knowledge away in my community. But now I gain a new knowledge in nutrition. I gain a new knowledge in helping people and a new passion to really help change lives. And I have since February when I felt this fire that I needed to do something about it. And since then, I haven't looked back. And I'm not stopping. And I think that's what he meant, for me to do, to continue to inspire and to help people one way, one way or the other. And I'm thankful that I speak two languages because that means I can help, people that speak English and people that speak Spanish, different communities. And it's just been a crazy, crazy ride. It is just an amazing feeling that, and this is something that is so, at the beginning when I started, because I can't believe you get paid for this. Literally, I cannot believe, but then I started to realize, like NBA players, these guys, they get paid $25 million and they never apologize for it. It's because they love what they're doing and they're getting recognized for it and they're getting an award for it. And so for me, it was difficult at first to accept it, but now I accept it. If I am doing something good for, for everyone out of the kindness of my heart, and I'm not thinking about anything else about helping them, and the fact that you get paid for this is just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable. It's just, I mean, it's things just to, it takes everything to another level. And to see how not only you hear from people that you're helping that they say thank you so much for, for helping me lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds for giving my life back. But for them to also say, you know what, I can afford now to take my wife on a date. I haven't been able to do that in months because you showed me this. I mean, the little things,
Yeah.
those are the things that, I mean, that takes it away from you. And it's just mind blowing what this opportunity has been. And so, I'm just thinking about all the new coaches that are coming in. If when you listen to this, the first thing that I want you to realize is this: when you're a coach, you have been given a responsibility. Yes, you said yes, and that you wanted to do something, but think about you've been given a responsibility. You have been given a knowledge that not a lot of people know of. So hold that to heart. Learn as much as you can about it. Listen to your leaders. Plug into that weekly phone calls. Read all the literature that you can possibly can, and then give it back. Help people. And I guarantee you all the extra dreams and all those things that you have will come to you. And I'm seeing them now.
Mm-hmm.
These little goals that I have that, oh, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, they're coming. Perry, I cannot remember the last time I was able to take a vacation. This past summer, I was able to take three.
Yeah.
3 vacations. I mean, I'll be able to go on hikes where I couldn't because I had a contract. I need to worry to work on something else. And now Beachbody has given me that freedom to do that. I mean, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This is not even, and so, I mean, more than thankful. I'm just humbled and honored, and I think that my philosophy with Beachbody is, well, I go back to that. It's literally that you've been given a choice and an opportunity, the choice to pick whatever you wanted to do, and an opportunity to do something great with this, and it's really up to you. Mm-hmm. And I just want to share it with everybody in that I can possibly can. It's funny because before this call, I actually did a call in Spanish for the first time. I opened it up to the world and said, I'm going to talk about what it means to be a Beachbody coach, and I'm going to talk about a few things that I do for nutrition. And right now I'm getting, messages left and right from Facebook. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to know what this is about. And the amazing thing is, and I think I'm rambling, anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. All you need to have is the right mindset. You want to help people? Yes. You want to change your life? Yes. You're willing to listen, be humble, and grow? Yes. That's it. That's all you need. Yeah. The other stuff, the professional development, learning how to speak to people, learning the products, all these other things, Beachbody created it for you.
Look at what you're able to afford yourself in many, many different ways, not to mention the health that you've, how many years of life have you added to yourself,
6.
Yeah. 6?
26.
26. Okay. I thought you said 6. I'm like, oh man, how did he calculate that?
So, because I used to tell the doctor, I'm 26, that, if I live to, if I live another 26, I'll be okay. And, it was a sad joke, but the doctor now says, you're going to live plus 26 plus more if you continue the way you are. And you know what the best satisfaction about all of this is that, you know, every time you go to the doctor will tell you something like, ah, kiddo, you may want to watch this, or you may want to do that. And now you go to the doctor and he goes, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Or he's like, hey, you take that Shakeology? How's that? And so you make the appointment about him.
You're
And so
educating him? Yeah.
and then I'm usually asking for the refund because, you know, I came to see you, yet the conversation was about you,
Yeah.
type of thing. And so, I mean, it is refreshing. It is really is refreshing. And it's and another thing too, you know, what I also love about all this transition, it's about losing weight and getting healthy, is the fact that it's a lifestyle. So it's not like, oh, you know, I need to do this, I need to do that in order to, you know, to lose weight and whatnot. It starts by baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps, you know, little things that you can do every day that creates improvement. Because I think that it takes a special person to join in a challenge. And to all the coaches that are going to listen to this, recognize that the fact that a person said, I mean, I'm willing to listen, that's 95% of the battle. The other 5%, you bring them in because they're trusting you with their life. Mm-hmm. Health is something that is incredibly private and important to so many people that they're just not willing to share. So the fact that they saw something in you, pat yourself in the back. That's huge. Yeah. That's not being saying, help me. I am willing to listen. Whether they say, yes, I'll join your challenge or not, you touch a life. And that is huge. That is incredibly powerful. Because one of the things that I have learned for the people that quote unquote have said, you know what, not at this time, I always ask, do you know anyone else that could benefit from this? And they always recommend 3 to 5 people. Always.
Awesome.
I mean,
man. And that ripples out in so many different ways. Hey, so real quick, what workout programs what Beachbody workout programs have you done already, you know, for your success?
Insanity, P90X, P90X2, Insanity Asylum, Les Mills Pump, a little bit of hip hop abs, and currently I'm doing a 180-day challenge with my wife. We're doing P90X and Les Mills Pump. But next week I'm gonna start Beast. Ooh. And to continue to support my wife in the afternoons with her workout as well. Wow. So I'm gonna lots of food.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Well, Hiram, thank you so much for coming on here. You're a rock star, great friend. It's been just so, not only learning your journey and stuff, but being able to participate in so many different things with you. And just, you know, you're so refreshing in how you're out there helping people and just on that mission that it's just so much fun to be a part of it and to do this with you. So anyway, brother, thanks so much for being on the podcast, and hey, I'll be seeing you soon down in Southern Cal.
Yes, sir. I mean, again, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's awesome to all the coaches, you know, to all the coaches, Spanish, dale con ganas que siempre se puede. So thank you so much, Ferry. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I can't wait to see what else is coming on the pipeline. Can't wait. I'm excited.
Isn't that an awesome story? I mean, kudos to Hiram. He inspires all of us, and it just goes to tell you to remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.